My Triplet Journey. This is Dr. Sabine of Sabine Hospital and Research Center, Movatupuzha, Kerala, India.
Hi.
He has been in this infertility treatment field for over 20 years. So we are here to talk to him about infertility procedures and mainly about IVF. Thank you, Dr. Sabine, for letting us do this
Thank
interview.
you very much.
Right off the bat, I want to ask him about treatment for foreigners, that are people not from India. I run a Facebook page with over 2000 members.
Oh, that's very good.
So I want to let them know about the infertility procedures that are available in this hospital and also the treatment cost. Because in other countries outside India, the treatment costs are skyrocketing.
Yeah, first of all, the thing I would like to highlight is that in our hospital, there is no discrimination between a foreign patient and an Indian patient or a local patient. As far as the treatment is concerned, as far as the communication is concerned, and also as far as the cost of the treatment is concerned. So that is one important thing, because I think, and I have noted in many places, foreigners have a separate charge, and which are much higher than the usual charges. So that is not there here.
I really thought it might be that way.
No, it is the same, because a lot of Maldivians come over here, a lot of patients from the Middle East come over here, even patients from the UK, USA, and many other countries, they come over here, and the cost is the same for all the patients.
Okay.
But sometimes we may ask them we may request once they conceive, we may request them to donate some money for our charity fund. We have got a charity called Aditi Welfare Society, where we give free treatment for local patients, for very poor patients, and the income for that fund is mainly from donors or successful treatment from here. So we may request them for that, but it's up to them to give or not.
So when a foreigner comes to Sabine Hospital, Movatupuzha, so what are the procedures that they have to undergo? Like, is there a visa process involved? Are there legal papers involved?
Yes, there are visa process involved, there are legal process involved, and we have a person, we have a unit also. Our public relations department is equipped with a unit which deals with all these procedures for foreign patients, for letters, for visa, all the other documentation, and Mr. Adarsh is the one who is dealing with all these things.
So what are the procedures for visa, and if they get a positive result, so what about the baby's visa and all that?
All these things are handled by our PR department. So because we have been experienced in this, because we have deliveries, patients coming from abroad, delivering here, and then taking visa for the baby, all those things are actually easy as far as our PR department is concerned. They can handle it very well. But if you want too many details, you have to contact others. He is a person who is in charge of this.
If a foreigner has to call from their place, so how do they contact you? How do they contact the hospital?
You can contact the hospital PRO Adarsh number, and there is an international patient coordinator. There are two coordinators. One is Navy and other is Ganga.
Okay.
And they are international patients coordinators.
Okay.
So you can contact them also. The advantage of Navy is she is well versed in Arabic language.
Okay.
And also English and Hindi.
Oh, that's good to know. If you had to give us an estimate, how much would you say, how much would it cost for a foreign patient to get treated from Sabine Hospital?
I will start from the consultation.
Okay.
As I told you initially, there is no difference in a foreign patient and an Indian patient or a Kerala patient as far as the cost is concerned. So the consultation charges will be only around $2 or something, I think, for consultation. And then for the procedures, first of all, let me go straight to the IVF procedure. IVF procedures will cost maximum $1,500. And if some other procedures like hysteroscopy, all these things are involved, it may go up to maximum $1,750 US dollars.
Oh, that's a
And I
very
think
good.
usually in other countries it's much more. Maybe because we have our manpower, we have got a lot of manpower which is available, and because the number of cases which are handling, it's good. And the injections which are using are the best in the world, available in the world. And if it's for a laparoscopy, it is around 20,000 Indian rupees. Hysto laparoscopies for a foreign patient, it will cost around 275 to 300 US dollars. if it is a diagnostic laparoscopy without much procedures. And with as the time increases, the operating time increases, slightly go to higher limit. Maybe if it's a fibroid, it will cost you around $400 or $500. If it's a big cyst also, it will be like that, antibiotic cyst. For the usual polycystic ovary and all other things, cystoscopy and small septum dissection, all those things will be below $300.
How much would you say is the success rate of this hospital, and how many procedures do you do in a month?
IVF. Yeah, IVF success rates are usually around, we have a good success rate of around 60 to 65% of pregnancy rate. IVF procedures we are doing around about 300 to maybe 400 to 425 cases per month.
Okay, so for that you have a 65%
60
success rate.
65%. It depends, sometimes you go maybe 55 to 65, you can take like that, 55 to 65% of pregnancy rate.
So, if you had to say in dollars, how much would a surrogacy treatment cost?
First of all, I'll tell you that surrogacy is done only for Indian citizens.
Okay.
That's one thing. So, it is around 13.5 lakhs of Indian rupees. It will be around 20,000 US dollars, but it includes everything from IVF, ICSI, the treatment for the surrogate, and up till delivery. But legally, as of now, we cannot do for a non-Indian passport holder.
So, for people outside of Kerala, they can choose a surrogacy program and it will be available in Sabine Hospital.
Yeah. Also, if Kerala they can choose, but also they should be an Indian citizen. They should be an Indian passport holder.
Okay. So I heard that you have a very good andrology department, and can you tell us more about that department?
So we have a very good andrology department, and the head of the andrology department is Dr. Dharmaraj. He has been trained in all these microvaricosilectomy, TISA, micro TISA, and all andrology procedures extensively, and we are doing a lot of cases here right now. And it's very cost effective also. For example, for micro TISA, we are charging only around 40,000 Indian rupees for the procedure. That will be in dollars, will be around 550 US dollars for micro TISA. For microvaricosilectomy, we are charging around 20,000, that is 300 US dollars.
What is the rate of IUI in dollars?
Oh, rate of IUI is very cheap, the actual cost of IUI is only 1,000 rupees here. It will cost you around $15 US dollars. Plus the medications. Medications must cost you another around 3,000 rupees. That is around $45-50. That's all.
Does Sabine Hospital provide packages for the poor? What is it?
We do provide packages for the poor. We have a Aditi Charitable Society. It's a welfare society. Actually, it's being run from funds we get from some patients, some doctors also, and also from the local businessmen. They also provide us from funds. So for poor patients, we do IVF, laparoscopy, and all these things at a much lower rate, or sometimes if it's a genuine case, we do it free of cost.
So what are the procedures for getting a fund out of that?
Getting the fund out of that, we have an office outside the hospital. This is outside the hospital. Just opposite the hospital, there's an office for Aditi. They can go there, give an application, and that will be.
Will there be a screening?
Yeah, it is actually the members are also people from the hospital, including me, some doctors, and also from the local public. So they have a screening procedure, but it's very easy. It doesn't take much time. Screening procedure is easy, and if it is genuine, we allot them some funds for the treatment.
In my personal experience, I know that Sabine Hospital has a very low cost for IVF, and the success rate is also more. So how do you manage this?
So basically, one thing is we have got a very good team working with us. All the specialists, the embryologists, and the andrologists, and the staff, nursing staff, and the IVF coordinators. They are very important. There were two people who are dedicated for this, Nisha and Bindu.
Yes,
Especially
they're very good.
And so from everything, all the staff, they're very much dedicated, and that is one of the basic reasons why we could do it at a very economical cost, and the success rates are so high. Number two, we go in for very good equipments. Equipments in the sense, in the lab, in the embryology lab, we have got all the best equipments available in the world, and the workstation which is we are using is from K-System, the microscope, all these things are the best in the world. And the the incubators are also from K System. We have got 5 incubators from K System, and now we have got the EmbryoScope Flex, which is the latest. It's called the EmbryoScope Flex. The first installation in the world we have got, which is coming from Electrolife, and I don't think there's no EmbryoFlex till now in India. So we are using this extensively. We buy these equipments, we use them extensively. We don't keep it there. So we use them extensively. So we use this EmbryoFlex Flex for all patients who are little aged, higher age group, low AMH patients, semen count low patients. So we get when we get to a lower number of X for all these patients, we use EmbryoFlex, and the results are fantastic. And we don't charge them also for this. As it first for now, we don't charge them for that. That's one reason. So, and we use the best medications available. Medications like Gonaluf, I told you about Liverless. All these things which you use are the best medications. And also the media which we use for the culture. That's also, we are using exclusively Electrolife media. That's one of the best in the world. And the disposable is also the best in the world. And that is how we get good results. But when you use the best in the world, all these things, definitely the cost is there. But since our numbers are very high, we use a lot of things, they have got special rates for us, and we get them at a very low cost, unimaginably low cost. And that is why we can do it at a low cost. So it's a win-win situation for both for the companies, for the hospital, for the patients. So everybody is gaining. So that is a secret for this low cost and good result.
Thank you, Doctor, for sharing your secret with us.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Savain, for joining us for this talk. It was incredibly informative, and I hope it will be useful for all those out there who are in this infertility journey.
Thank you very much.
We have found this hospital to be so good and so effective.
Thank you.
So I hope you will also get the same results from this hospital as we did. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you very much.
Savain.
And your questions are also little advanced questions. You must have learned.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.